Ladies and gentlemen, welcome from Vienna and welcome to the EHF Champions League season 2022-2023. Today we will be drawing the group phases of the EHF Champions League Women and the EHF Champions League Men. It's the first milestone which we set for the new season, and for the official opening words I now hand over to the EHF President, Michael Wiederer.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear handball friends, heartily welcome on behalf of the European Handball Federation and all collaborators. We're really looking forward to the next season, and only 2 weeks after astonishing Final Fours with exciting matches and especially the placement matches 3-4 and 1-2, we can see now the new season coming quickly. And today we are ready for taking the lots for the first phase, the group phase of the 2022-23 season. So from our point of view, we are ready. Let's start with taking the lots.
Thank you, Mr. President. As said, we are just a few moments away from the start of the draw for the group phase in the EHF Champions League Women. With this draw, we embark on the road to Budapest and the EHF Final for Women. It's less than a month ago that this event, the 2022 edition, was played in front of 15,400 spectators, which set a new record for women's club handball. And this was by far not the only highlight of the 2021-2022 season. So let's have a look at some more.
Look at that. Oh! Big smile on her face. Is absolutely magnificent from absolutely downtown. Down. Oh, brilliant stuff. It is good. She saved. What is going on here? Intensity in her face during these games. Here we go, folks, as we head into the knockout round. This time, put away. Save. Oh, great pass inside. Really good stuff. It's time for the EHF Final Four Women 2022. Welcome. Oh, good timing there, Ryu. And this will really put the game to bed. Dürr are back in the final. Oh, no, what a pass into the line. Oh, that's an absolute scorcher. And at the end of 60 minutes here, our second finalists, and the Vipers, Christiansen. Well covered by the keeper. That's Handball have themselves the bronze medal at the EHF Final Four Women 2022. It's the gold medal match at the EHF Final Four Women 2022. It's amazing. Oh, it somehow goes in. Vipers Christiansen are the champions of the EHF Champions League 2021-2022 season. They've conquered the EHF Final Four for the second year in a row.
The season is over. Let's start the new season. We are now ready for the draw of the group phase in the EHF Champions League Women. We have 16 participating teams, and ahead of the draw, these 16 teams have been allocated into 4 pots of 4 teams each, and from these pots we will eventually draw 2 groups of 8 teams. Procedure-wise, it's pretty simple. First, one team will be drawn. Then, in a second step, the position of this team will be drawn. But in order to proceed, we need two more very important people. I'm very happy to welcome the EHF President, Michael Widerer, as well as the European Handball Federation's Chief Sports Officer, Markus Glaser, as they will be conducting the draw. Gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for this, and a warm welcome here from the stage of the draw that will stay with us for a while now. You can see the setup as it was already explained. We have the teams in the white balls, and we have the positions in the blue balls. You can also see the teams once again. We will start with pot 1, which has Odense from Denmark, Metz from France, Gjør, the runner-up, of course, from Hungary, and Vipers Kristiansand from Norway, who is the defending champion. They are actually hidden in the white balls because they are the teams in pot 1. A straightforward situation, no more explanation is needed, and I think we can go right into taking the lots. And the very first team opening the new season is the defending champion, Vipers from Kristiansand in Norway. And now we are going to find out to which position the defending champion is going to be placed in the new season. And the position for Vipers is A2, which means position number 2 in A, Group A. The second team from pot number 1 is the team of Odense Handball from Denmark. And the group for Odense is Group A, position number 1. So we will have Odense and Vipers going against each other in Group A. Gjør Audi Eto from Hungary, the runner-up of the last season. Gjør will take position number 1 in Group B. So it's B1 for Gjør. And then we have to conclude pot number 1, Metz Handball from France, the French champion. And we can already guess a little bit where they will go. Nevertheless, we will check to make sure. So the position for Metz, of course, is B2. So they go to position 2 in Group B and will be together with Gjør.
So with 4 teams out of 16 being drawn, let's have a very quick look here at Group A and Group B. A repetition of last season's final has been avoided as Vipers Kristiansand, the defending champions, have been drawn to Group A, and Gjør Audi Eto KC have been drawn to Group B. So the earliest these two teams could meet again would be the knockout stages of the 2022-2023 season. Vipers are together with Odense Handball, the Danish champions, and Gjør Audi Eto KC in Group B have been joined by the French champions of Metz Handball. We will continue with the draw of pot number 2, and in pot number 2 we have German champions Bietigheim. Bietigheim also won the EHF European League Women last season. We have Budućnost Bemax, 2015 winners of the EHF Champions League. We have CS Rapid Bucuresti, newcomers to the EHF Champions League. And completing pot number 2, the fourth team, is Krim Mercator Ljubljana from Slovenia. And with this, I hand back to Michael Widerer and Markus Glaser for continuing with the draw.
Very well. As you can see here on the stage, the teams and the positions for pot number 2 are ready. The teams were already introduced, so I think we can go straight away to take the first team. So we are doing pot number 2, which means the teams will go to the positions 3 and 4 in the 2 groups. And we start with the team of Budućnost Bemax from Podgorica in Montenegro. And Budućnost will go to Group B, position number 4 for Budućnost. Rapid Bucharest, the new champion from Romania. They will go to Group B as well, position number 3, where they will meet Budućnost in the same pot. Geht nicht. From Slovenia, the champion, it's Krim Mercator from Ljubljana. Krim Ljubljana goes to position A3, so that's row number 3 in Group A. And then we have SGBBM Bietigheim from Germany. And the only remaining position for Bietigheim is position number 4 in Group A.
So with 50% of the draw concluded and 8 teams drawn, let's have a quick look at Group A and Group B and how they look so far. In Group A, Odense Handball and Vipers Kristiansand were joined by Krim Mercator Ljubljana from Slovenia and SG BBM Bietigheim from Germany. In Group B, Győri Auto Etio KC and Metz Handball were joined by CS Rapid Bucuresti and Budućnost Bemax. I think it's fair to say that we can say already now that we've got some very, very mouth-watering clashes ahead of us. And to whet your appetite a bit of what's in store in the next season of the EHF Champions League Women, let's have a look at the top 10 goals from the previous season.
Good response, absolute cracker off the underside of the crossbar by Stina Oftedal.
Dobro bila u brambi Ljubljančanke na drugoj strani, Ana Kroos, 6. gol.
Det er lækkert lavet.
Ja, det er flot.
Showbold fra Odense.
Og det er et lækkert mål av Rosell.
Nemat megazóra. Na, ez lehetetlennek. Tűnőszög, dehogy lehetetlen! Kari Bracet! Very difficult and a bit disheartening as well. But Nets definitely improving here in attack. Oh, that's an absolute scorcher! Anna Brunic-Apawa. It's amazing.
I do admit that it was very, very hard to spot. But the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that in the clip we just saw, there were two different ball designs. And this is because for the EHF Final Four, the EHF Champions League's official ball supplier did provide already the new Select ball for the 2022-2023 season. So now here's a quick clip, and for everyone a quick look of what the ball for the upcoming season looks like. And with this, we are now ready for the draw of pots 3 and 4 here for the EHF Champions League Women group phase. This is slightly different than the draw for pots 1 and pot 2 because we have to take care of what's called country protection. So teams of the same country cannot meet each other in the group phase. And for a more detailed explanation, I hand over back to Chief Sports Officer Markus Glaser and EHF President Michael Wiederer.
So as we just heard, pot 3 is a pot that we cannot do the lots. We have to allocate the teams because the 4 teams in pot 3, as you can see on the screen, that's Esbjerg, Brest, Ferencváros and Storhamar. They are from the same 4 countries that we already have in pot number 1. So we are going to allocate the teams to the other side and also make sure that they are on a position where they do not have a home match at the same weekend. So we go through that peacefully, step by step. We start with the team of Odense, which is on position 1 in Group A. The corresponding team for Odense from Denmark, of course, is Esbjerg. Esbjerg therefore is allocated to position number 6 in Group B. So we put Esbjerg to position 6 in Group B. The second team in Group A is the defending champion, Vipers Kristiansand from Norway. They have another team from Norway as well, which is Storhamar. Storhamar therefore has to go to Group B as well, and they go to position 5 in Group B. So we put Storhamar to position 5 in Group B, and then we do the same thing, basically just the other way around. We have the Hungarian team of Győr on position 1 in Group B. The second team from Hungary is Ferencváros. Ferencváros is therefore going to Group A to position 6. So Ferencváros from Budapest, of course, occupies position 6 in Group A. And the very last one where we have to do this move are the French teams. We have Metz Handball on position 2 in Group B. The second team from France is Brest-Bretagne. Therefore, Brest will go to Group A, position number 5. And by doing these allocations, we have made sure that the teams from the same country cannot meet each other in the same situation. So now we immediately go to pot number 4. Pot number 4 has one team, which is CSM from Bucharest, which already has a team from Romania. We have Rapid also from Bucharest in Group B on position 4. We therefore have to allocate the team of CSM to position 8 in Group A, because the position 4 and 8 are the ones that fit together. And now we have 3 positions left, which is A7, B7 and B8. And there we have the 3 teams which are left, which is Lokomotiva from Zagreb in Croatia, Baník Most from the Czech Republic, and Kastamonu from Turkey. They will now be drawn to the 3 open positions. And the first of those 3 teams is Baník Most from the Czech Republic. Baník Most goes to Group A and takes position number 7. So Baník Most to A7. Lokomotiva Zagreb, the champion of Croatia. Lokomotiva goes to Group B8. So position 8 in Group B for Lokomotiva. And the last of the 16 team is from Turkey, Kastamonu Belediyesi. And last but not least, Kastamonu goes to position 7 in Group B. And with this, occupying the last open position in the 2 groups.
So with all 16 teams here for the EHF Champions League Women Group Phase drawn, I take the opportunity to thank EHF President Michael Widerer as well as the European Handball Federation's Chief Sports Officer Markus Glaser for conducting the draw. And well, let's have a look at the group phase groups in the EHF Champions League Women 2022-2023. In Group A, in Row 1, Odense Handball, Danish champions. In Row 2, the defending champions of the EHF Champions League, Vipers Kristiansand from Norway. We have on position 3, Krimercato Ljubljana. On position 4, German champions and EHF European League women winners, SG BBM Bietigheim. We have on position 5, Brest-Bretagne Handball. On position 6, FTC Rail Cargo Hungary. On position 7 from the Czech Republic, DHK Baník Most. And on position 8, the 2016 winners of the EHF Champions League Women, CSM Bucuresti from Romania. Group B is topped, and on position 1, Győri Audi Eto KC. They already lifted the trophy on 4 occasions at the EHF Final Four. We have Metz Handball from France, position number 2. We've got in position number 3 the newcomers to the EHF Champions League, CS Rapid Bucuresti from Romania. Position number 4, 2015 winners Budućnost Bemax. In position number 5, the second Norwegian team, Storhamar Handball Elite. We have in position number 6 the last season's participants at the EHF Final Four women, Team Esbjerg from Denmark. And completing Group B in position 7, Kastamonu Belediyesi GSK from Turkey. And Group 8, this is HC Lokomotiva Zagreb from Croatia. Well, the players of these 16 teams now go into their very deserved summer break. The Champions League returns on the 10th and 11th of September 2022. This is when the first match day is scheduled. This is a weekend. Saturday and Sunday are the regular playing days for the EHF Champions League Women. Then, just about 9 months later, on the 3rd and 4th of June 2023, we will see the 4 best out of these 16 teams going to Budapest for the EHF Final Four women. With this, the draw for the EHF Champions League Women Group Phase is concluded. And we don't go into any break, we go straight to the draw for the EHF Champions League Men Group Phase. Well, I believe, because it's only 2 weeks ago, that memories of the 2021-2022 season are still very, very vivid in the memory of many of you. So what better way to start this draw with a look at some of the highlights of the past season.
Puts it away and gets up beautifully in the ball. It's a big shot into the top corner. Oh, gorgeous stuff. How did he find a way through there? What? Here we go, folks. It's time for the business end of the EHF Champions League men as we head into the knockout rounds. Oh, well, where did that come from? Save by Nicholas Landin! This is exactly what this competition is all about. It's the HW Kiel who will join Barca, Veszprem and Kielce at the EHF Final Four. It shows time of the EHF Final Four Champions League Men 2021-2022 season.
Ball across to Dylan Nahi, double in flight. Oh! Saved. And Barca heading into the final yet again. They will face Łomża Viva Kielce in Sunday's gold medal match. Gonzalo Perez of Arias, and he scores! We're going to extra time. Oh, what a save, Andy Wolf! We're still level. And after 70 minutes of handball, like we are indeed going to penalties. Woo! Ah, it's saved! Gonzalo Perez of Arias. Can he make history for this club? Yes, he can! And for the very first time in Cologne, EHF Final Four history, we have a champion 2 years in a row. It's the 10-time champions, Barca.
So we are almost ready for the draw of the EHF Champions League men group phase. Obviously we have totally different teams, but the good thing here, procedure-wise, we are following the exact same path as we did with the women. So also here we've got 16 teams. These 16 teams have been allocated into 4 pots of 4 teams each. And eventually, at the end, we will have 2 groups of 8 teams in the EHF Champions League group phase. Procedure-wise, very simple. First, the team is going to be drawn, then its position in the respective group. So with this being said, I welcome yet again and back EHF President Michael Widerer, as well as the European Handball Federation's Chief Sports Officer Markus Glaser, to conduct the draw. Gentlemen, for a second time, the floor is yours.
A very warm welcome again to all viewers. Men's Champions League, we are going to do the same procedure basically as it was mentioned already for the women's. Of course, we start with pot 1. In pot 1 and 2, we have 8 champions from 8 different countries. Of course, Barca, the defending champion in pot 1, Paris Saint-Germain, the champion of France, Sportclub Magdeburg, the champion of Germany, and Big Szeged, the champion from Hungary. They are in pot 1, and afterwards we will continue with pot 2 in the same way. Then pot 3 and 4 will need a bit more explanation again, as you just already saw it with the women's draw. But for the men, I think we are ready. The teams, once again, are in the white balls. We will first draw a team and afterwards find out from the blue balls where the team is going. All right, we are ready. And the first team for today for the draw of the men's competition is Sportclub Magdeburg from Germany. Of course, a former winner of the Men's Champions League. However, it's back already a few years, so we will see how they do this year. They will go to Group A on position 2, so it's A2 for Magdeburg. Next up, Paris Saint-Germain from France. And Paris Saint-Germain will go to Group A, position 1, where they will be an opponent for Magdeburg. And then we have the new champion of Hungary, Pik Szeged. Szeged goes to Group B and takes position number 1 there. So it's B1 for Pik Szeged. And we left the defending champion for last in pot number 1. It's Barça from Spain. And of course, they will go to Group B on position number 2, and they will be an opponent for Pik Szeged. So it's B2 for Barça.
So before we move to pot 2, let's have a quick look at what Group A and Group B look like so far. Defending champions, Barça from Spain, they were drawn into Group B and face Hungarian champions, national champions, Pik Szeged. In Group A, we've got French champions Paris Saint-Germain Handball, who missed the 2022 EHF Final Four by just 1 goal as they lost to THW Kiel in the semi-final. And they have been drawn together with SC Magdeburg, the German national champions, in Group A. We continue with pot number 2. In pot number 2, we will have 4 more national champions, which are GOG from Denmark, Kielce from Poland, FC Porto from Portugal, as well as Celje from Slovenia. And with this, I hand back to Michael Widerer and Markus Glaser to continue with the draw.
So the teams were introduced, 4 national champions again in the white balls. No more explanations are needed. I'm sure everybody can follow very well what is happening here on the stage, and therefore I kindly ask to start with the white balls. And the first team in pot 2, which is then going to either position 3 or position 4 in the 2 groups. The first team is the champion of Celje, of Slovenia, I'm sorry. Of course, the champion of Slovenia, Rukometni klub Celje Pivovarna Laško. And Celje will go to Group B, position number 3. So we will have Szeged, Barça and Celje. Second team from pot 2 is GOG from Gulme in the south of Denmark. GOG goes to Group A on position number 3. So it's A3 for Gulme. Next up, FC Porto from Portugal. And the group for Porto is the group A. They go to position number 4. And then Łomża Industria Kielce from Poland. Very unfortunate runner-up, of course, of the final in Cologne 2 weeks ago. Kielce, of course, goes to Group B. Last remaining position, which is open, is B4.
So, contrary to the women's competition in the EHF Champions League men, we will already see in the group phase a repetition of last season's final, as Barca will meet Łomża Industria Kielce already in the group phase of Group B. Whether this is a good sign or not, we will have to see, because actually last season Kielce beat Barca twice in the group phase, but Barca won the final. The other 6 teams in Group B, together with Barca and Kielce, we have PIK Szeged from Hungary and the handball club of Celje Pivovarna Lashko from Slovenia. And in Group A we have Paris Saint-Germain Handball, SC Magdeburg, GOG and FC Porto. So before we move to Pot 3 and Pot 4, well, do you have a favorite goal of the previous season? If you do, keep in mind what it is and check out whether it made our top 10 of the 2021-2022 season.
După 5-6 ani se înțelegea cu el din priviri, pasa la Șebin, aruncă extraordinar și înscrie egipteanul pe spate, îl păcălește pe Perez.
Their attack here in the opening minute. Absolute thunderbolt there from Domagoj Dubniak.
Campos Vane, que coloca al 22-21 al marcador.
E agora? Tem que arriscar António Reis.
Que grande gol!
Uma obra de arte, Paulo. Prodígio de técnica.
Gahia. Kicsit megtáncoltatja Dialót, aztán lő egy nagyon nagy gólt. A második lövéséből gól születik.
Ball across to Dylan Nahi, double in flight. Oh, what a start and what an execution as well for Kielce. Champion with Montpellier in 2018, champion with Barca last year. Can he make history for this club? Yes, he can! And for the very first time in Cologne, EHF Final Four history, we have a champion 2 years in a row, and that champion is a 10-time champions Barca.
Have you ever wanted the EHF Champions League at your fingertips? Well, you don't have to look any further because the European Handball Federation offers its Home of Handball app to you. The app can be downloaded at app.eurohandball.com, and here's a quick clip to show you how it works.
The Home of Handball app is here. Choose your favourite team or competition, watch highlights and stay in the know with all of the news, and follow everything in European handball at the touch of a button. It's the app handball fans have been waiting for.
And with this, we move to the draw of pots 3 and 4 here in the draw for the EHF Champions League men group phase. Just like as for the women's draw, we will have to look into country protection and have to allocate the teams of pot 3 and also some of pot 4. And I hand back to Chief Sports Officer Markus Glaser and EHF President Michael Widerer.
So, as already introduced, pot 3 once again has teams which already are represented from another team of their country in pot number 1. That is true for France, for Hungary and for Germany. We therefore need to allocate the corresponding teams, and once again we do it in the same way as before. On position 1 in Group A we have Paris Saint-Germain. The second team from France is Nantes. Nantes therefore needs to go to Group B, position number 6. So Nantes to position 6 in Group B. Then we have Magdeburg on position 2 in Group A. The second team from Germany, the runner-up of the league, is THW Kiel. THW Kiel therefore needs to go to Group B on position number 5. So we allocate Kiel to Group B5. And then we do the same also for the second Hungarian team. We have Pik Szeged on position 1 in Group B. And we have the team of Veszprém, also from Hungary, which therefore needs to go to position 6 in Group A. We therefore allocate Veszprém to position 6. And then we have the situation that we have a team left in pot number 3, which is the champion of Romania, Dinamo Bucuresti. They can only occupy the last open position in this pot, which is position number 5 in Group A. So Dinamo goes to position 5 in Group A, and we have concluded pot number 3, which are the positions 5 and 6. And then we have left the pot number 4, which has 2 teams from the same country again, which is Aalborg from Denmark and Wisła Płock from Poland. We therefore need to allocate those 2 teams as well. The first team that we already have from Denmark is GOG. They are on position number 3 in Group A. We have to allocate therefore Aalborg to position 8 in Group B. So Aalborg goes to Group B, position 8, and vice versa, the same step with the team of Wisła Płock from Poland. We already have Kielce in Group B on position number 4. We therefore need to put Płock to position number 7 in Group A. And by doing this, we have allocated those 2 teams. We have left in pot 4 the champion of Croatia, Handball Club PPD Zagreb, and the champion of Norway, which is Elverum. These 2 teams have 2 positions left where they can go. They are in the pots, and the draw will now decide whether Zagreb and Elverum go to either Group A or to Group B. So first up is Handball Club PPD Zagreb from Croatia. for Zagreb is Group A, position number 8. So Zagreb goes to Group A, the only open position. And the very last team for today is the champion of Norway, Elverum Handball. And Elverum, we can guess already a little bit, goes to Group B, the last position which is open, which is position number 7 in Group B. And by this, occupying the last open position, and the two groups are complete.
As it was said, we have drawn the 16 teams, and altogether across the women's and the men's draw we have opened 64 balls today. So I take the opportunity again to thank EHF President Michael Widerer as well as Chief Sports Officer Markus Glaser for conducting the draw. And we have a quick look here at Group A and Group B for the EHF Champions League men in the 2022-2023 season. Group A, from row 1 to row 8, Paris Saint-Germain Handball, SC Magdeburg, GOG, FC Porto, CS Dynamo Bucuresti, Telekom Veszprém, Orlen Wisla Płock, and HC PPD Zagreb. Group B has, in position number 1, Pick Szeged from Hungary, defending champions Barca in position number 2, then RK Celje Pivovarna Lashko. In position number 4, the runners-up of the last season, Lomza Industria Kielce. Position 5, THW Kiel. And then we've got HBC Nantes of France, Elverum Handball, and Aalborg Handball. They complete Group B. The playing dates of the next season, first match day is the 14th and 15th of September. And the EHF final for men 2023 in Cologne's Lanxess Arena will take place on the 17th and 18th of June 2023. I think we've got a very, very exciting season ahead. For me, it's now time to say goodbye. Thanks for watching, have a great summer, and come back when the EHF Champions League returns in September. Bye-bye.